I hadn't read the book beforehand. I don't think you had
Nope.
either. Read the script, and I thought, this is a beautiful story, but is it too perfect? Does it all kind of come together too well in the end? And then realised it was true. So then from that point, I was in. I love playing real people because they've got, there's so much detail and specific things that you can pick out anyway. And having met James, I was just sort of fascinated by his sort of everything about him really, and just was sort of really excited to sort of try and create his character in me. And I suppose having him there and having him, someone that's there still alive, it does give us you do feel responsible. You don't want to. But then at the same time, you're telling a story as well, so you kind of have to use your own imagination as well, because, I would never know exactly what it was like for him to be in those situations, but through speaking to him and through many other different things, you sort of, you decide on what you're going to go for. But he was very supportive and very kind of, supportive the whole way, really, which was good. I did. I mean, that's what. Yeah. I just find his whole sort of physicality and voice and stuff very interesting. And as an actor, that's kind of gold, really, to use. So, I just was. Yeah. I wanted to kind of go there with it.
Bob was amazing. He's a unique cat. He's very stoic. He almost feels like a human being. So yeah, I loved working with him.
He was incredibly well behaved, incredibly good. Yeah. It has. It has. I mean, I think I was already someone that was, fairly open to buying a big issue or helping, but I'd never seen it from the perspective of sitting outside Leicester Square Tube on a sleeping bag, busking, and and this was before the filming started, so literally kind of actually doing it on my own and feeling how invisible you can feel when you're in that situation, and you see all these legs just walking past on the way home, and you think, God, no one's got 20p. You know what I mean? And it just sort of made you realise that, yeah, it's a very vulnerable, very lonely and sort of difficult place to be, really, living on the streets, and it's very easy to suddenly get in that situation, surprisingly.
Also on just, you don't have to give money, you can just give a bit of your time. Yeah. That's the biggest thing that I learned on this, is that people are just desperate to feel connection. They're so isolated, and they just want a normal chat with people.
Yeah.